Deuteronomy 13. It's quite obvious. So Jesus isn't teaching other laws. He might be like giving the interpretation, but he's not doing away with any of them, or the Jews would be obliged to think him a false prophet. Now you've shattered the unity of Jesus and the Father, which if you go ahead, but if you do that, and then you claim you're saved because you believe the Trinity, right? I think you're retarded, because the point of the Trinity is the unity between the Father and the Son. And if you shatter that by making Jesus a false prophet, that doesn't make any sense if you understand the text. So look, he can't be breaking any of the laws, so he certainly didn't do away with it. If you want to make a case for something else, you have to do that somehow through some information Jesus gives. But when he's teaching in the narrative, he's not doing away with it. Because think about this. Last thing, then I'll throw it to you, Mike. Jesus chastised harshly, like in Matthew 15, the Pharisees, because they didn't actually honor their mother and father and do what God said. He says, like Isaiah predicted would happen, you've made void the commandment. You worship me in vain. You worship me in vain. Worship me in vain. The day of worship. Anyway, you worship me in vain, making commandments of men, doctrines of men out to be the commandments of God. You nullify the commandments of God by your fake made-up doctrines, like honoring your mother and father. You don't do it. And he called them whitewashed tombs. So think about it. If Jesus chastises them for not actually keeping the commandments of God, and then also for making up their own doctrine, okay, and then turns around and says, oh, the Sabbath is done away with. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And if you tell me that, I'm going to throw up in my mouth a little bit, and I'm going to gossip about you to all the girls, because that is just so dumb. I don't know what to do with myself. Great, Mike, go ahead.
What's up, Jared? What's up, Jamie? How are y'all?
Hey, Nanya, come out to play, yay!
Goodness
Sorry,
gracious.
I want to influence people and make shallow friends, like that book.
Well, how come they say the Sabbath is done away with, and then they go to sit on a pew on Sunday saying that's the Sabbath? Can't have it both ways.
How can they say the Sabbath is done away with and want me to stay away from their wife?
All right.
Jesus doesn't steal your wife and cheat on you with her or whatever.
When Paul said one guy esteems one day above another, that's the Sunday Sabbath keepers, and that's us, the Saturday Sabbath keepers as well. We esteem one day above another. We are both on one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is that somebody esteems all days equally. So Paul isn't even arguing a Sunday versus a Saturday when he says, oh, one guy esteems one day above the other. He's talking about, so he can't be talking about the Sabbath. Like I say, Sunday Sabbath keepers would say, hey, it's Sunday. Saturday guys would say, hey, it's Saturday. We're on the same side of that coin, fighting against people that say every day should be esteemed the same. It can't be the Sabbath.